Hi, I'm Carrie with eatingonadime.com, and you can grab the full recipe that we're making today in the link in the description below, or just go into eatingonadime.com and you can just type in Fagioli soup. Guys, this recipe is raved. People love this soup, and it's really easy to make at home in your crock pot. I think you're going to love it. Now, also, I have below the crock pot that I'm using linked, and also our Copycat recipes digital cookbook. So if you love Copycat recipes, whether it's Olive Garden or Panera or Chick-fil-A or Taco Bell, we have a digital cookbook that you're gonna love marked down right now as well. Now today I'm using a digital slow cooker, and what that is, a multi-cooker. So what that means, I can actually brown inside the crock pot, which is a game changer because we need a brown ground beef for this recipe. But if you don't have a multi-cooker, you can actually brown your beef on the stove. But this one is my favorite right now. We have several that I love, but I love this one because it's very affordable and it's at Walmart, and we have the link for you as well if you would like to try it out. But you'll just put the beef in there, and then we're gonna brown this up. Now, what it looks like on here is a saute feature. You'll click that saute feature and you'll brown it just like you would if you were doing it in a skillet. Okay, while we are waiting and it's browning, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up all the veggies. I'm gonna cheat today and make this even easier by using my chopper. I love this thing, it's so inexpensive. We'll have the link for you in the description, but I'll show you how easy it is. It's a game changer, especially when you need to chop up onions, celery, and carrots. So we're gonna chop up, we need half an onion chopped. I'm using a white onion. I think a yellow and even a red would be pretty good in this. One thing I like to comment about is sometimes people are Copycat recipes and they're like, I worked at Olive Garden, this isn't like it. Our goal with the Copycat recipe is to get you the same taste and the same flavor. And so it's a Copycat, and honestly, I think ours tastes better, but you'll have to try it for yourself and let us know, because I think you'll agree. But on this, so now I'm just gonna take my half an onion, I'm just gonna press it in here. Oh, I like to go crooked. Look at that. I did a whole half of an onion in just a few seconds. I'm going to use my meat chopper, kind of separate this meat a little bit while we're still chopping up the rest of the veggies. Okay, next we need carrots, 2 whole carrots. We've already peeled them. If you like the peels on them, you can just wash them. I'm just trimming the edges, and then I'm going to cut them into pieces. We want these diced up, but I'm gonna cut them where they'll fit in my chopper, just so like thirds, and then I cut each one into half. Sorry if I talked too fast. Now the reason we're doing that is when you cut these pieces into half, like the length, I just wanna make sure you see what I'm talking about. It makes it to where when you chop up, you get these perfectly diced pieces. So we're gonna just add this to the chopper. You could even do like 2 at a time. You have to push harder because it's a carrot. If you just do 1, it's less. But see how fast this is? And then look, you have perfectly diced up carrots. This is perfect for a soup. And last but not least, celery. Same things, we have stalks of celery that I just like to cut off the white parts. You don't have to do anything fancy when you cut these when you're using the chopper. We're wanting them in bite-sized pieces. Again, I'm just going to chop them to where they'll fit in the chopper. So usually thirds is plenty. And then we just throw these in here and they are beautifully chopped up for you. And that's so great. And you can like get your kids involved. Like kids would love doing this. So you could do the big knife part and just pass it on, and they can do the small knife part or the chopping part. Now my beef is completely brown, so I turned off the saute setting. I switched it to slow cook because that's what we're gonna do. And then I'm just gonna add in my vegetables and get them all in. Gotta get these scraped out. These veggies are good. Then we're just gonna add some minced garlic. You can mince your own or do pre-minced garlic. Get that scraped out. Salt and pepper, some thyme, and Italian seasoning. Italian seasoning might seem like it's kind of a lot, but it really bumps up the flavor of the soup. Now we're gonna add in some kidney beans and some white beans. Now the reason I'm doing them in here in a strainer is we want to drain them and rinse them off. I just run the water through them and get them all rinsed. We just got to add those beans to the crock pot. Then we need a can of diced tomatoes. I know this seems overwhelming, so don't like me writing everything down. You can just grab the full recipe. We have it linked in the description. It's on Eat on a Dime, as well as all our other free recipes. Then we're just doing 3 small cans of tomato sauce. And get those added in. And last but not least, we need 6 cups of chicken broth. Now, this is 4 cups, so I'm gonna pour this in, then I need to do 2. Chicken broth can get pretty expensive, so if you're trying to make this budget friendly, you could just do 1 carton and 2 cups of water. You could do half, you could do bouillon cubes. You guys kind of know the drill at this point. But for this recipe, I really like using this. And we do chicken broth, but you could also do beef broth as well. That'll give it a little bit heartier taste. But Olive Garden's feels a little lighter, but there's no one's gonna judge you for using beef broth or even vegetable broth if you wanted to. We're just gonna pour this right in. Now just a quick stir, and then we're going to add the lid. We're gonna cook this on low for 6 to 8 hours or high for 3 to 4 hours. And you're probably thinking, Carrie, you forgot the pasta. Pasta doesn't take that long to cook. So we're gonna wait, and we're actually gonna cook the pasta in the soup. So it's a 1-pot dinner, guys. So I will see you in a few hours, and we will get that pasta added. Okay, guys, it's time. Now you wanna put your pasta in about 30 minutes before you're ready to eat. Any longer than that, you could get soggier pasta, but at least 30 minutes, okay? Now we're doing ditalini pasta. Hopefully I said that right. If not, you can correct me in the comments. But it's the little circle round pasta. If you can't find this, you can easily substitute it with any other pasta. I like going to small pasta, but this is what's traditionally used. But we've done different pastas and it's still delicious. So we're just gonna stir that in, and we're gonna add the lid and let it cook for about 30 more minutes. It's all cooked through. And the last thing, it's optional, but I think it makes it taste even better, is adding some fresh parsley. You just need a couple tablespoons. So I just kind of ground it up and chop some up, and we're going to stir it right in, and then we're ready to eat. That's how simple this is to make, guys. Now, I'm all about saving time and money and using up leftovers, so this makes quite a bit. So if you want to save leftovers, we actually do have an entire post on how to freeze soup. So I highly recommend you go check that out, because freezing soup is awesome. And the way we freeze it, we love to freeze it in individual servings, so you can just pop them out of the freezer and microwave them or throw them on the stovetop, and you have lunch or a quick dinner in no time. So now we're just gonna stir this in, and we're ready to eat. Now it's super easy to serve up. You're just gonna spoon it into a bowl, top with some fresh Parmesan cheese or shredded Parmesan cheese. And personally, I like fresh cracked pepper, but you do you, however you like your soup. And then I also like to serve it with some bread. We have lots of recipes on how to make yummy rolls, breadsticks. That would be delicious as well. We even have the Olive Garden Copycat breadstick. That would be delicious. Guys, that's how easy this is. Tell me you just want to make this right now, right? Like, it's so simple. Delicious, flavorful. Let's try a bite real quick. That's so good. I think it's better, guys. Don't tell them I said that. If you like today's recipes, like and subscribe. Drop a comment below. I want to hear how you're going to serve this and if you loved it. Now, if you do try our recipe and you love it, ooh, my bowl's getting kind of hot. If you do try our recipe and you love it, make sure you go to our actual recipe on Eat on a Dime and rate the recipe and drop a comment. That's the best way for us to see how you like it. And we love hearing from you. We get on there every day and we get so excited when we hear your comments and see them. Okay, guys, grab the full recipe linked in the description, and I'm out of here, guys. Don't forget to grab that Copycat cookbook. Mark it down right now. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time in my kitchen. Bye.